Yo, this is a quick video on King Bulblin 1 Phase 2. Well, I say quick video, it's probably going to be around 5 to 6 minutes, but I will explain everything in great detail, and I'll try to be very concise. So, this is meant for GameCube, but the same principles apply for Wii, you just gotta mirror the strats. So if I'm saying left, that means right, and if I'm saying right, it means left. So, casually, you're supposed to just dash straight at him, and this will be relevant later. Charge a spin attack, and then release as you pass him, and then just repeat. And I'm showing this off because it can come in handy later if you mess up the fight. The game does not care whether it's a spin attack, or a regular sword slash, or an arrow if you had the bow early, maybe through a randomizer or something. As far as the game's concerned, a hit is a hit, and you gotta hit him twice, that's it. You probably already know this, but just to be sure, if you're holding control stick forward and not dashing, the opponent will move like this, and if you release control stick, she will move slower and slower and slower until she comes to a halt. That's important to keep in mind for later. Another thing is that, again, on GameCube, if we slash, Link will slash from, since he's left-handed, he will slash from left to right. And this means that it's beneficial for us, to us, that King Bulblin is on our left side. It's still possible to one-cycle him if he's on our right side, but it's not recommended. So we can dash 3 times, and then when we get to this black line, we can hold control stick down. I'm just going to keep holding control stick down, and as soon as I see Epona steer backwards, like the animation of her moving backwards like this, we can pan the camera around. I'm going to do this all in one go, actually. Sorry about that. Down. There we go. You don't need to pan the camera, but it's recommended so you have more control. The game will do it for you, but it takes a bit longer. If you're on Wii, you don't have that luxury, of course. Now I want to move over to the right, so that King Bulblin ends up on my left. And then I can slash him twice. But while I'm moving over there, I might as well be charging a spin attack, releasing, and then I mash B during that cutscene. I keep holding forward. There's a cutscene where King Bulblin gets hit. We no longer have control of Link, but this cutscene is very quick, so we're just going to keep holding control stick forward, and I'm going to mash B during this cutscene, so that as soon as the cutscene ends, we can slash him again, because he is still right there. Let's say that something goes wrong. Let's say that you only get 1 hit in, and then opponent comes to a stop, she doesn't want to go further on the bridge. Gotta turn around, and then, I'm gonna save right here. Well, the same principle applies, we can just move out of the way, and that's the fight. We hit him with a slash or a quick spin. Let's say you try to do that, and you mess up, so, oh no, he hits you. You will restart here, and it looks like the whole fight is restarted, because this looks like the beginning of the fight. But King Bulblin's health was not reset, so we don't need to do the whole one-cycle strat, we can just do the casual thing, because he only has 1 hit left. So if you get 1 hit in on King Bulblin, and then he knocks you out of the arena, you still only have 1 hit left to deal. His health does not refill. So, important to keep that in mind. Another thing, this is the final thing I believe. I'm gonna do this a bit early. I'm gonna hold control stick down a bit early here, on purpose. Like that. So now King Bulblin is pretty far away. And if I hold control stick forward, it's gonna take him a long time to catch up. Epona actually comes to a stop. So instead I'm gonna start Epona, because if I don't, she'll just stand there. So start her, and then hold control stick neutral. And remember, our speed will decrease over time. And now I can move out of the way. So that is one technique you can use if you're really far ahead of him. You can just purposely hold control stick neutral. Nice, got like a instant second hit. Charge. Like that. So that's how you can like save you know, if you mess up and you can still save it, you can still perform the one cycle if you have these things in mind. And I believe that's everything. Sorry about doing this live recorded. I just can't be bothered to edit the whole video. I think I've covered everything I wanted to cover. Lastly, I'll just quickly mention that optimally, you want to stop a bit later. I don't really recommend doing this unless you practice it a lot, but I think I got it now. I'll make a save here just in case. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, that's excellent. So in this example, I halted opponent so late that if I were to charge a spin attack, I could potentially lose some time here, and it would be better to just do 2 hits instead. Because obviously a spin attack has a charge up time like that. So if he's already like in position right away, it's better to just do 2 quick slashes. So optimally, you want to stop really late and have him be like right behind you, and then just do 2 slashes immediately as you turn around. But I don't really recommend doing that because, you know, it's risky. If he hits you, then you lose like, I don't know, 20 seconds. You gotta like do the whole approach again. But stopping like right at the line is very safe. And then you'll just have to adjust accordingly with like whether you gotta hold neutral and then move out of the way. That was a bit of a late charge on the spin attack. Or if you can just hold straight forward and still be fine. You sort of gotta look at the whole bridge. Like, you look at where you are on the bridge, and you keep like a mental image in your head where this happens. I guess the visual cue is pretty obvious right there with this broken piece of the bridge. Like, this is where opponent wants to, like, she doesn't want to go further than this point. So just keep all these things in mind to save a bad one cycle attempt if necessary. My memory is like a goldfish, so I don't remember if I covered the other side. Probably did. But anyway, it is possible to do it mirrored, but it's not recommended due to how Link slashes from left to right. That was really bad. Yeah, as you can see there, the second hit. I slashed twice, and the second slash was the one that hit him. So, it's not recommended to have King Bulblin on your right side on GameCube. Only on Wii. Due to how Link slashes from left to right. So yeah, a bit of a long video, but I think I covered everything I wanted to cover. Because there is a lot of things to this fight if you want to really dig deep. And hopefully this video will explain everything that there is to explain. If you still have questions, you can just leave them in the comments and I'll do my best to answer. Good luck.